today is called the Colossal Empire of Speech. From Psalm 103, verse 19. The Lord hath prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Okay? And so that has to do, with all the small things. Now you can put the words that are in the front. All the smallest things have all things and control all things. And the smallest things is that things which are so small and so tiny they can go in and out of you. You don't even feel it. And what that is to me, the smallest thing there is in the universe is the Word. It goes into your soul and it introduces you to the greatest master of all, which is God. And it can plant into your heart and mind, the mindset and the way of God. We got things and God feels, but it goes and it penetrates all things, comes in and out. As I speak, you're getting instructions, you're getting understanding. You're getting all kinds of things, and yet the Word is hardly considered by anybody as being so, powerful. But to me, everything comes from the Word. Everything that you see here, before it was put on in this place, was a word. It was an idea in somebody's mind. Then somebody put the wood together, put the place together, and this came. But before it was in place, it was a word. Now, if this thing is destroyed, the word that is written down, in the manual or in any place that has the blueprints, will bring it back again. It will bring it to resurrection. It will restore it to life. So the Word is the smallest thing, and it has all things and controls all things. It is the Word that tells you who you are. It is the Word that comes out of your parents that tell you who you're going to be. It instructs you what you're going to become, what you're going to be able to do. So we come into this world to receive that, to receive words, because God presents himself in the book of John and the New Testament as the Word of God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word became flesh and it dwelt among us. So the emphasis to getting into the Word is because the Word is the one that has control of all things. The Word can stay within your heart and within your mind. That's what you and I were made for. We have this tendency to just want things, Like instead of, we want a chair instead of wanting the knowledge of the chair. We want a pulpit instead of having the knowledge of the pulpit. We want a guitar instead of having the knowledge of the guitar. But to God, you don't really have something until you have it inside. I told you this before. I don't really have a car until I have it inside of me. I don't really have a piano until I have it inside of me. I don't have a boombox until I have it inside of me. Now, how can I have those things inside of me? Can somebody tell me? That sounds too confusing? Okay. Can somebody else get an idea what I'm getting at? Yes, BJ.
If you have something, you have to know how to make it.
If you have the knowledge of it, then you have it inside of you. You see, when you have the knowledge of something, then it's inside of you. And the beautiful thing is, if I have the knowledge of the boombox inside of me, I can make 1,000 boombox, not just one. But if I don't have any knowledge, I got to have to depend and grab onto this one and make sure nobody steals it from me because it's the only one I got. So the kingdom of the Word is beautiful, because the kingdom of the Word, you can know something and you can share it, and once you share it, you still have it. Somebody else has been made rich by it. So that's the kingdom we were called to live in. The kingdom God gave us is a kingdom in which once you have something, you never lose it. And people cannot steal it from you because it's locked inside your heart until you speak it. People will receive it. And guess what? When you give it away, it increases the more and you never lose it. That's why people talk a lot, because they don't lose the knowledge that they possess. For example, if you had to, every time you share, somebody told you a joke and you laugh and you remember that joke, but if the moment you gave it, you forgot it, then you will not be sharing too much stuff. Because, you want to keep the good experiences. One time if you gave your name, what if you gave your name, you forgot who you were? Who will be saying their name then? Giving it away. You see, but the kingdom of the Word is such that once you have it in you, you can share it with 1,000 people, and you still have it. That's what the whole process, the whole thing for God, multiplying the fishes and the bread and the fishes. Remember the miracle in the Bible? When the little kid brought a few fishes and a few loaves of bread, and God multiplied it, so 5,000 people were fed by it. And then the multitude said, "Man, that's a great miracle. Let's go after this this guy and make him Lord. They wanted Christ to be their Lord, the king. He says, we're going to go after him and find him. A guy that can provide bread out of thin air? Man, this got to be the king. That's the best thing we can find. We don't have to work. This guy will just be, praying to God. And voila, all the food from heaven is going to be falling. So they just focus on the physical. When Jesus saw them the next day that were coming after him, he says, you did not see the miracle. But that's why they came for him. You did not see what the miracle was talking about. The miracle was talking about the word. Once you have the word, you give it, 1,000 people receive it, and their soul is fed with the knowledge of God, and you still get to keep what you have. So the whole thing is about him. It was witnessing about him being the word. But people did not see that. People wanted the physical things. And so that's the problem with sinful people. They're attached to this physical world, when this physical world is only one, but the world of the words, is everything, and it controls everything. So my encouragement to you is to get into the word, and to get to memorize more. This week I'm going to spend more time out there. I'm going to come out a little earlier. I know my schedule is around 11:30 to start, but I try to be there at 10:30. So we can start some memorization and encourage you to do some memorization. Believe me, guys, the best thing you're going to do in your life is to learn the Word of God. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. All these things that I'm telling you, I didn't learn from seminar. I didn't learn from just meditating on the Word. It gives me all this understanding. And when I speak this way, people cannot deny that these things are fact, in fact are true. And so you can relate to people on their level. So the whole idea of doing this and to encourage you, this comes to at least get you excited a little bit, about getting into the Word. So, we're going to do that, and then we're going to have the feast. Let's put the picture of the feast. What was that? The one before last week? The one with the pizzas on it?
Oh.
You'll find.
It's so many.
I know, huh? Nothing off that? Oh, I forgot the name I gave it then. Okay, but there was the one with a picture with, I'm trying to say it for the sake of Danielle and most people who are not here before so they could see it. But okay. But we are having, having this friend of mine who saw the video tapes that I've been doing with you guys. And he said, wow, that's neat. You get the young kid excited about the Word. I'll support you with $40 a week. But in good, clean conscience, I don't want to, encouraging a whole bunch of kids that are not really learning. So we want to try for this week, and I'm going to be there to encourage you. Ah, there we go. The pizza feast. See, that's what happened today. If at least a group would have done it for 3 days. Okay. Now, those of you that are coming new, I'm going to put you in a group. Anyway, don't worry about it. There's some groups that have 6, some groups that have 7 people. So those that have 6 are going to be getting the newcomers. So we're going to have that. But today I want to try to sing to you a song from Blink 182, called All the Small Things.
One live, the roots,
came from God, and the reality of everything lies in who God is. And so therefore, all we are is just a projection of God's thought, that you and I. God is the one that thought that I was going to exist here thousands of years ago before I arrived on the scene, and so before you arrived. And when we are long gone, we will still know who we are and where we can be found. We're just a manifestation of His mind. So most people try to cling onto these things, but no matter how hard you grab onto something, it grows old and it turns to dust. Even your body grows old and it turns to dust. But the smallest thing, which is the Word, and which is found in the Word of God, knows exactly how I'm made, how I'm put together. And once He decides to make me by His own word, He has said, I will exist forever. So I don't have to worry about my existence because I'm a product of God's mind and of God's heart. And so are you. So you see, the world trying to hold onto things, to me, is sorry for the word, but that's the best word I can use. It's the more stupidest thing people can do. Try to hold on to things when the knowledge of it has it all. There's two worlds, on this earth. One is the world of the mind, which all things that come from, and the other one is the world of things out there, physical things. And the sad thing of this hour is that people, young and old, are enamored or in love with the physical things. And that's sad, because you should be in love with the Word that made all physical things. And guess what? That if everybody has the knowledge of all things will always be there and will always be kept in good shape. But as long as you're in love with the physical things and you forget the knowledge that made it, you're just going to use it and abuse it and waste it. And so the end of all things is guaranteed by the person that is ignorant. A person that does not know anything, only knows how to play and how to use something, is guaranteeing the doom of that item. A person that only knows how to play games, that's all is guaranteed for that game. I'm going to devour and use you until you die before me. That's all you're guaranteed. Because you're ignorant. There's no choice. That's the only path you have. And sad to say is that we can come into this world with a mind and a heart, and we only learn to consume things. See, that's a waste of an existence. We have to learn to feel like the Creator, enjoy His creativity, and enter into the joy of taking care of things,